Woohoo! A Spurs win! Yay! Welcome back to the Hepler football channel. Spurs fans, we're going to be going over and doing our post-match ponderings of the Wolfsberger AC Tottenham game that happened today. So, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, support the channel, appreciate it. If you like the videos, hit the like button. And also make comments. Let's have a conversation about what's going on with Spurs and this game. So, first off, nice to get the win. It's what I said we needed to do because I still feel that our only way into European competition is through winning the Europa League. And that's all that's left for us as an option. I don't think we can make top 5 where we're at right now. We'll talk more about that with the game coming up on the weekend in the Premier League. But as far as this game, this puts us in good position to have a chance to move into the next round. Between all the games that were played today, the Spurs and Man United are the two teams probably sitting in the best situation. They won each team won both their games by more than 3 goals. So really sets up a great opportunity for us to move into that replay and not have to play our frontline players and give them additional rest and allow us to move on into this competition. And so this is a good thing. We did have a very positive first half, scoring 3 goals. So we're going to get right into our ponder upon this. We're going to ponder upon the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, with that being said, one of the great things, the good things, hey, we won the match. Needed that. Needed to take a little pressure off of our team. Winning this match sets us up for a great replay where we can utilize our second line players and not have to play our front line players. I know he started Son at the beginning, played him for a half, brought in Højbjerg, and a couple other players to ensure that we hang on to a lead. I don't think we needed to probably do that to win this game, but he secured it, so hopefully he'll even go more be a little more conservative with the using any frontline players in the next match, and know that we can get by with just doing straight second team for this replay. Allow our frontline players a full day of rest. And then, you got a few on the bench, and if you absolutely need them, you can bring them in. So alluded to it already. Son played the first 45 minutes, had a good showing, scored a goal. It was great that he came out. We got him out after that first 45 minutes to save his legs and his energy for this upcoming weekend game. So very nice to see Son only play 45 minutes. I'm thankful for that. Would have not preferred to see him in there at all, but I guess we'll see how that works out. But glad he got the goal. He played well. He was probably knew he was only in there for a half, and so he was really putting forth a lot of energy in just the 45 minutes he was out there. But, as Son always does, plays well, works hard, and is always usually a positive for the team. The next good that I have listed here is Bell played. He was probably his most active. He was involved. He got involved in 2 of the 3 goals in the first half, so very positive there. Got some minutes. That was big. I think that he needs some more minutes to see if he can actually contribute to this team. And he was active without the ball today too, with and without the ball. So saw him more engaged in actually being a part of the process and part of making the team work as a whole. So some positives there. Still didn't play a full game, but if we're going to be using him as a super sub role or something like that, hopefully this gives him a little more confidence. Got an assist, got a goal. Could have had probably a couple more goals, 1 or 2 more goals pretty easily too. So some positives definitely seeing Bell out there. So now we're going to roll into the bad. The bad, remember, good, bad, ugly. So bad's not the worst. It's not the bottom tier. One of the bads I noticed in this match, Ollie got to played majority of the match. He got subbed out late in the game, but he did some good things. But he continues to have an issue with just giving the ball up too easy. Saw it in the previous game when he came on for just 20 minutes or so. So I can see why Mourinho's not trusting him to be out there on a regular basis, especially against the Premier League talent. I mean, we got to remember, this was a Austrian Bundesliga team that is probably middle of the table, and if they were an English team, they wouldn't even be in the championship team. They'd be pretty far down the level of what the teams are in England. So definitely great to get the win, but Ollie did get some minutes, worked hard. He hit some, he was moving into the box, driving into the box, trying to cause some issues, but his quality on the ball just is not there right now. And if that doesn't change, I don't know that he's going to be a very effective tool for us. So that was one of the bads. Again, the defense is like a sieve. For a team as lowly rated as what they are compared to our players and even our second line players, they worked through our defense pretty good. There was a number of opportunities in both halves that they could have got a goal before they actually got their one goal, and even after. So, and it's still primarily within our central defense and our central midfield that's the issue. And again, we had no Højbjerg out there, no Ndombele for most of the game. So those are issues that are still being a problem that we need to figure out, because if we're going to try to do something and make it through to the championship of this Europa, we've got to fix that central defense, or at least figure out a way to mitigate the issues that they continue to have. Doherty, he's my third bad. Gosh, the guy, I know he hasn't had a lot of time on the pitch, but he just does not seem to have a good touch on the ball this day. The ball was very loose off his foot. He just didn't seem to have a lot of quality when he had the ball. And he made a few nice crosses and a couple different things, but not what you'd expect when he's playing against this level of competition. And then also, it seemed he had some difficulties with decision making within the defense on, when to go after the tackle, when to make the tackle, when to back off. There's a lot of indecisiveness for Doherty, at least it seemed that way. And I don't think this was a very positive match for him, especially against lesser talent. So, and then we got the ugly. There's nothing to be said except the foul Sissoko made was just an ugly, another mistake. The other part of the ugly is we should have had a clean. We could have had a clean sheet. Don't know that we should have, because it can be argued easily that they should have scored 1 or 2 more goals. But we could have had a clean sheet. Would have been our first one, and in quite a little bit. Would have probably helped the team feel a little better about things. But another silly mistake played through for us. It's just it's our motto anymore. We're going to give up something. It's just how we're going to do it, in what manner. It just seems to be a recurring theme for us. But great that we got the win. Great that we have a nice solid cushion that we can go into that replay and not have to play sans Kane, and Domley, Hepler, give them some more rest. So when it comes up next Wednesday. So that's great. So just to recap, the good things, we won the match. Son only played 45 minutes. Bell actually was involved in the game. The bad things, Ollie with his giveaways, still an issue. Dougherty and his lack of quality play. And then the other bad was just the central midfield defense was a sieve. We just got walked through. And then the one ugly thing was Sissoko. But positive that we're moving forward. We got an opportunity to go ahead and advance in this competition and move a little bit closer to maybe actually getting European play next year. And with all the rumors going around, we really need it to hang on to Son and Kane, I think. But let me know what you all think. Appreciate you tuning in here, and make a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe to support the channel. Appreciate it, and let's see what we can do this weekend against West Ham. Come on, you Spurs.